Hey guys, what's up? It's Shayna Alana here, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. But if you are a new subscriber, welcome. My name is Shayna Alana, and I like to make fitness videos, health and wellness videos, and lifestyle content on this channel. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through the 7 things I learned in the 6 months of me being locked. And I'm just excited to make this video because even though it's only been 6 months, I learned a lot. We learned a lot, and I really just wanted to speak from the heart. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and grab your tea. We're gonna vibe out for this video, and let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that I have on here is to enjoy your hair, y'all. Like, really and truly enjoy your hair. Enjoy every single stage of your hair. I know a lot of the times we can get into like, you know, oh, I wonder what my hair gonna look like when it reach bra strap, what it's gonna look like when it reach ear length, if you started from like really short. It's really important to acknowledge every single step that your hair is in, even when it comes to like if you started with like a 2-strand or a coil or a braid. You know, for me, like I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait till my hair locks. And then now that it's finally locking, sometimes I'm kind of like, I kind of miss when it was like that fresh new 2-strand twist look, like at least for me personally. And one thing I had to tell myself was enjoy every single step of your lock journey. Enjoy your hair, enjoy the texture, enjoy the fullness, enjoy the thinness if it's thin. You need to enjoy and acknowledge every single stage that your hair goes through. It is so important, and I promise you, when you look back, like me, I'm 6 months locked, and I look back at my hair when it was like a month locked, and I'm like, oh my god, like I enjoyed every single step of this journey. And it just feels so good to actually acknowledge your hair and thank your hair and appreciate your hair in those stages. Even when you're not feeling it, it just does something to know that you're still grateful for the stage that you're in, if that makes sense. Enjoy your hair. The second thing that I have learned in 6 months of me being locked is to leave your hair alone, y'all. Leave your hair alone. All of that manipulation, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You don't need that. You don't need to retwist your hair every week, every 2 weeks. Let your hair lock. Let your hair do what it's supposed to do. When it's time for you to retwist, you'll know. And I know sometimes we can get in like the stage of like, oh my god, my hair is so frizzy, especially if you are not used to your hair being frizzy at all. If you're coming from like, you know, either your natural hair journey, if you're coming from a perm, you're that person who like to get your hair done every 2 weeks or whatever. It's an adjustment, I get it, but leave your hair alone. When people start like manipulating their hair a lot, I feel like your hair will end up breaking a lot faster than it should. But I say all that to say, like, leave your hair alone. Appreciate your hair for where it is now. Embrace it. You will freaking appreciate it. You will see, like, when you have to embrace your hair in every single stage and leave your hair the freak alone, you will see how much self-love you cultivate, how much patience and understanding you cultivate for yourself, your hair, everything. And that kind of leads me into my point number 3, which is less is more. And I wanted to say this because I personally don't do anything to my hair, and I don't use that many products in my hair. I could count on like 3 fingers how many products I use. So when I say less is more, I mean you're not gonna need 50,000 products like you were when you were a loose natural, or when you had your loose hair if you weren't natural, I'm not sure. But you're not gonna need that many things. I use regular distilled water, and sometimes I'll put like a leave-in conditioner in there, or some essential oils, or sometimes if I have time to make my rosemary oil and water, I'll do it like that. So I'll just add different things, but I'm not adding 50,000 products to my hair. Like, you don't need it. It's gonna weigh your hair down, and then it also gets in the way of the health of your scalp, and you don't want to do that. You just, less is truly more, guys. That's one of my favorite things about this lock journey, is you don't need anything. You don't need anything. Really, the most you'll be using is like if you're styling your hair, you're gonna use like a whole bunch of scrunchies and beads, and you know, you just get creative with it. But other than that, less is more, believe me. Fourth tip that I have down here is patience. Patience times 100. You really need patience when it comes to your lock journey, because as I've said in like the first point, your hair goes through so many different stages, and you just have to be patient with it. Like, your hair is not gonna lock tomorrow, and depending on whether you have a looser texture, it's gonna take your hair longer to lock, and if you have like a coarser texture, of course it's gonna take a shorter amount of time to lock. You need to understand that your hair is living. Your hair is an extension of you. It's, you know, your ethers. So patience, it's one of the most important things that I've learned in my journey. Is like, you can't rush it. My parents used to tell me and my siblings like the world wasn't made in a day, and I really live by that, because nothing good is gonna come fast. You need to take your time with everything. You need to be patient with everything. Patience is a fucking virtue. We're heading into number 5, and that is the health of your hair is important. You need to have your maintenance routines down, like as far as moisturization. You need to be spritzing your hair every day. So like I said before, I use water and essential oils, or I use rosemary water, and I can probably do a video on that too, because I do feel like rosemary water helps my hair grow really fast. Like, I've used that when I was a loose natural, I use it now, and my hair just loves it. But anyways, aside from your moisture routine, your scalp needs to be clean. Guys, your scalp has to be clean in order for your hair to grow. And that doesn't mean you have to wash your hair every day. As long as you have like a routine solidified for your hair, you're gonna be fine. You want your locks to grow, flourish as quickly and as fast as they can. Number 6 right here. Stop comparing your hair to others. I know we live in a world of social media now, and you kind of have like an idea of like what you want your locks to look like. Or I know I have gotten into a stage one time where I'm like looking at people, and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if my locks are gonna look like this when I'm a year or 8 months or whatever the case is. But I had to realize it's not. My hair is never gonna look like somebody else's. It's not gonna look like the girl I follow on Instagram, no matter how much of the same hair texture we have. It's just not gonna look the same. And I honestly really believe that comparison is the thief of joy, especially when it comes to your locks. You're gonna have this, how do I want to say it, expectation of what you want your locks to look like, and when they don't look like that, you're gonna be upset. When you're upset, you're gonna miss the stages of your lock journeys. Like, you're gonna miss the importance and the lessons that you were supposed to learn in your other stages, because you were so focused on what you wanted your locks to look like. So please stop comparing your locks to other people's. They're not gonna look the same. When I think of my hair, I like to think of it like fingerprints, because nobody is gonna have the same locks I have. Nobody is gonna have the same fingerprints I have. Not even twins have the same fingerprints. You need to apply that to your hair as well. Everybody's different, so your hair is not gonna look the same as everybody else's. I feel like it's okay to have inspiration, but when that inspiration becomes an expectation, that's when the problem sets in. That leads me to my final point. I don't even know if my numbers was on point, because I started getting excited. Number 7 is your journey is your journey. Nobody's journey is gonna look the same. No two journeys are alike. What I've learned in my journey is not gonna look the same as somebody else's. In my journey so far, I've learned patience, perseverance, understanding. I just have this different outlook on myself and life now. And I feel like once you learn to harness that energy, you're gonna be good for real. Like, don't let anybody try to come in and knock you off your journey and like scrutinize and like pick at what you're doing. I know a lot of the times like people start really short and you got people in your ear like, girl, what you finna do with that head? Why you started that? Don't worry about the haters, because that's what I like to say. Because when your hair is somewhere down your back, people gonna be like, oh my god, your hair's so cute. You just had something to say 10 months ago. You feel me? Like, everybody's journey is different. Your journey is your journey. Don't let anybody tell you what it should look like and how it should look. It's really important to remind yourself often of why you started this journey, whether it just be you wanted to lock your hair, you were tired of dealing with your loose hair, or it be a spiritual journey if you're grieving the loss of somebody. Just remind yourself every single day why you started your journey in the first place. Like, the reward would be so good when you get to where you want to be, but you have to trust the process and trust that you made the right decision in this journey. I feel like that is not really talked about a lot, because we do get into those like societal pressures like, oh my god, maybe my hair is unkempt, or maybe it don't look like this. Cut it. We don't got time for the, you made the decision because you made it. Like, you wanted to lock your hair for a reason. The locks were for you in that moment, so stay true to yourself. Like, trust the process. Stop second guessing yourself. Just know that you made the right decision and you're good. Tell them folks to get off you. Tell them. The hell? That concludes this video, the 7 things I learned in 6 months of me being locked. I hope it really helps somebody out there. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and drop a little plant emoji down in the comment section and just interact with me. Like, I really want to interact with y'all. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and if you really did fuck with this video, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. It's your girl Shayna Alana signing out.